My name is Joan, J-O-A-N. My maiden name is Tarsus, and my married name is Liebman. Well, my husband's name was Edward Jacob Liebman. And then, of course, they went through many operations, and they had kamikazes, and they were fortunate. What they did is they had the destroyers around the aircraft carriers, and the kamikazes would usually crash into the ships that were closest to Japan. So they would shift the destroyers from the front of the fleet to the back, and then one time they were someplace in the Pacific, and a kamikaze plane came over, and they were shooting at it, and they thought they were going to be hit, but instead of being hit by the plane, he landed in the water. The pilot came out of the plane and was floundering in the water without a jacket, so the American sailors said, "We got to save him. He didn't hit us. We owe him his life." So they got into a boat and they picked him up and brought him on board the destroyer. And he flung himself down, face down onto the deck, expecting to have his head cut off, which was what he was told we were going to do to him. And instead of that, they lifted him up, carried him down below, put him in a hot shower, took off his wet clothes in a hot shower, gave him some dry clothes, brought him back on deck, and he flung himself down again. But they didn't cut off his head. And he was picked up by a boat to take him to a POW boat or whatever they did. And that really, I thought, was wonderful. They didn't want to kill this kid. He was like a little boy. He was like 50 years old. So then, of course, then I said to him, he was telling me all these stories when I was going out with him. He was dating me after the war. He was a civilian. He was going to law school. Okay, handsome.